and welcome to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me, Jon Watts, today in my swing studio at Drayton Park Golf Club, and I want to do a two-part video to stop your slice. Now there could be a few reasons why you're creating a slice, but I want to talk you through what I commonly see amongst amateur golfers and members of Drayton Park and other golf clubs in the local area and golfers that I teach. So what we predominantly see is a swing path that is going out to in. So for me, as a right-handed golfer, that would mean a swing that's going too much this way across the golf ball, so my divot line will be pointing to the left. And as a compensation, we also see the player trying to leave the club face open. As they try and leave that club face open, we really end up seeing a separation here where the left arm, the lead arm, starts to chicken wing out away from the body, and that player will almost be trying to open the club face, knowing that if they release it, it's going to go to the left. And the reason this video is going to be in two parts is actually the part I want you to change first is the release and the club face position. So I actually want you, if you're an out to in swinger, to learn how to release it and hit that ball straight left. I don't mind you hitting pulls straight after this video, left to target. There'll be better contacts, they'll go longer, but instead of being in the right-hand trees, they'll probably be in the left-hand trees. You're just going to have to live with that for a little bit until you get that feeling of releasing the club with your body, not with our hands and arms, but releasing the club correctly with our body. So that's having an effect on the club face position. And then once we've got that, the second part will be about changing our path to create a less out to in, ideally a more in to out swing path or in to square to in path. So the biggest thing, I've just laid down a couple of club shafts here. When I see a golfer who's swinging across the lines out to the left here, what the compensation they all make is trying to get this club face pointing at the target. In fact, I was just coaching someone and his swing thought for a lot of years was almost trying to get the club pointing down the target for a long time. And I end up seeing these very, very high disconnected finish positions and follow-throughs. So what I want to give you is a couple of simple exercises to allow that club to actually arc more to the inside. If you are still swinging from out to in, and we do that, that's why we're going to expect to see that pull to the left of the target. But don't worry about that to start with. So there's a few ways to do this, and a really simple way, just to start with, is you're going to place the cane. I'll just do it from a face-on point of view. So I'm just going to use this tall stick and I'm just going to put it behind my heels. So my target is you, the camera. So let's move just a fraction more there. So I've got this cane just behind my heels running parallel to my target line. And what I want to do is make a short backswing and I want to turn through and I want to try and get this club following this cane on the floor that's just behind my heels parallel to my target line that way, because what most slicers get is actually this sort of chicken wing, the club face coming up here, the hands have gone inwards, the club is stayed out. So I want you to feel like you release it. If we over release it, hands and arms, the club would be way inside. So if you imagine this is a brick wall, okay, behind your backside, a hook would be the club hitting the wall first. A slice would be the hands hitting the wall first. I want both the hands and the club to be hitting the wall at the same time. So we are having to turn our chest to do that. And as I turn my chest, what you'll start to notice is my lead elbow is starting to fold to allow my trail arm, my right arm, to extend. As I carry that through, again, you'll see this connection here with my lead arm, not this type of movement on the way through. So simply just putting a cane, I'll just show you. Oh, well, I think you've got the idea, but if I showed you from another angle, cane behind my heels, small backswing, turn through, exiting much more to the left, not creating this type of exit or this very high finish position, really trying to get this feeling of turning better through the ball. There's a number of things you can do. That exercise will work really well. Similar exercise would just be tucking something underneath his left armpit like a golf glove or using a towel across your chest, but something under this lead arm would really get you the feeling to try and keep that in there. I've got to turn my body through towards the target. So I'm releasing the club with my chest, not that way where the glove or the towel's going to drop. And I could quite easily do it with a small football between my forearms as well. Again, trying to gain some connection. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of those and just try and make them half swing. So I'm going to start with the cane, again, just behind my heels, parallel to my target line. And I'm just going to go ahead and make some little half swings. And I'm going to try and hold the finish position. And just check that the club shaft marries up with the cane on the floor. So it's feeling like both my hands and club are hitting that wall behind my backside at the same time. So just little half swings. So that definitely marries up. I've definitely rotated and turned with my chest. And we actually see a nice straight ball flight. One more. Let's give this another go. Again, nice rotated. Ball gone just a fraction left of the target. Don't mind about that. I just want to feel that it is my body rotating towards the target, not my hands and arms separating. Once you've done that, by all means, go ahead and try and build it into a fuller movement, but I'd definitely start with some half swings. Let me go ahead and hit a full shot and again get that feeling of releasing it. What you'd see, in fact, I'll just demonstrate. If I was an out to in swinger and I released it, you're going to see this ball going more left to target. So I'm going to try and make a swing where I'm swinging more to the left but releasing that club. Good, so that will come up on screen, so we'll see really good connection with my body, but because my path was out to in, that ball going left to target. So let's have a quick look at that. So I swung out to in by 10 degrees. That has an effect on the angle of attack, but I actually got that club face closing because my body was rotating. It wasn't from hands and arms. So that's what I'd get you to go ahead and do first of all. I'm not worried about you hitting some pulls if you're swinging out to in. Get used to releasing it, but releasing it with your body. The next stage, the next video, so please check that one out as well. Once you've got used to this exercise, is going to be all about changing your path. Please do post some comments and questions below. Check us out on all our social media. All the info you need is coming along the bottom of the screen right now. And see the next video, which is going to be about the second stage, changing the swing path now that we've learned the release with our body, not with our hands and arms. Give it a go. Let me know how you get on, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.